Over there, please. So, you have ruined your best dress. Your grandmother's dress, Roberta, an irreplaceable dress. Roberta, what did you promise when I gave you the dress?
That I would take good care of it.
And have you taken good care of it?
No, Mother, I haven't. Can't it be mended?
Mended? Shall I take it to a tailor and have him sew a patch? Roberta, when a butterfly has lost its wing, what happens?
It can't fly.
It cannot fly. It is dead. It is no longer a butterfly. Nothing of value can ever be mended. You have been a very bad girl, Roberta, and you must be punished.
Are you going to hit me?
Really? Do I seem so crude? When have I ever hit you? Now, run to your room and bring Margaret to me.
But...
Instantly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
Margaret.
8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Come on now, give her to me. Why do you force me to do these things? And now, when you wish you had your little friend, perhaps you will think twice before you climb trees. Now, can we mend Margaret? Glue back her pretty little wing?
No, Mother. Nothing can be mended.
Very good. Perhaps you will learn. Here is Margaret. Take her. The dress. Mama's pretty little girl. Yes, you are. And you're too pretty to be a boy. Isn't that right? Yes, you are.
Listen to me. Would you listen? He is not a little girl. He is not a little girl.
Stay away from us. You've done enough already. Stay away from my daughter.
Minnie, you can't do this to him. This is crazy. You're insane. You just can't. This has got to stop. It's me you're mad at.
You forced your mother into punishing you. Obey your mother.
Ask your questions, Bobby boy.
Stay away from my daughter.
No, Drake, it's me.
Do you know what will happen if she finds you here?
Can't we talk like we used to? She can't punish me anymore. I have nothing left for her to kill. Drake, why doesn't she want me to talk to you?
It's a long story. Look, I'm the gardener. She's the mistress of the house. And you're her daughter. And it isn't right that we should mix. Go back to bed, Bobby.
Why do you always call me Bobby? Mother calls me Roberta. Is my name Bobby?
Your name is Roberta.
Drake, am I really a little girl?
Good. Ask your questions. But I can't answer them for you. Please, Bobby boy, go back to your room.
Boy.
Roberta, please. You haven't worn your fragrance this morning. A pity. There's nothing like the scent of blossoms to add a touch of freshness about everything.
I'm sorry.
I expect you won't forget again. A lady should never smell of her flesh.
Yes, Mother.
Roberta, are you feeling all right?
Yes, I'm fine.
Oh, you seem a little feverish. After your criticism on books to Hude, you should take a nap. Now, Roberta, would you agree with Mr. Locke that books to Hude's work surpass the bulk of Bach's organ music?
I think that Mr. Locke is right.
Very good. No need to continue. The facts are self-evident. Go to your room and undress. Dinner will be served at 5:30. Oh, Roberta, did you perchance see Mr. Franklin last night?
No, Mother, I did not.
You know you must always avoid that man. You must never speak a word with him. You do remember when I told you that, don't you, Roberta?
Yes, Mother.
You disobeyed me once. You would never dream of doing that again, would you?
No, Mother.
Very good. Sugar and spice and everything nice. Snakes, snakes, and puffy ducktails. How dare you!
It's okay. You've had a bad nightmare, that's all. Shh, shh.
It seems so real this time.
I know. I sometimes do.
Drake, you're leaving, aren't you?
Now look, Bobby, I've got to go away for a little bit, but I'll be back before you know it. I'm going to get you out of here, but you mustn't say a word to your mother here.
Really? You mean it?
Yes, Bobby. I wanted to do this for a long time.
Drake, have you ever killed anything?
Well, once.
What was it? Was it an animal?
It was worse, Bobby. I killed a human spirit.
Mother does it all the time.
I know. There's been a lot of death in this house. Now, are you over your nightmare?
Are we really going away when you get back? Away from Mother and this place? Just you and me, Drake? You promise me?
Something might go wrong, so don't let on what's happened. I'll get help and get you out of here. Bobby, you're not old enough yet to know everything about your mother. She wasn't always like she is now. And I wasn't either. Something just happened, but right now I want you to do something. You get yourself another little pet, a frog or something. She'll think nothing's changed then. She'll think you haven't been talking to me. So you get that frog, Bobby, and I'll be back so that you can keep it always as a friend. You won't be staying with that crazy woman much longer. I promise.
Will you really come back?
Nothing on earth could stop me, son. I knew when you asked me those questions last night. The first normal things I'd heard for... Yes, son. I'll be back.
I'll get a frog, Drake.
Mr. Franklin has left. Did you know that?
No, Mother, I didn't. Where did he go?
Not far. He'll be back. He always comes back. Roberta, did Mr. Franklin say anything to you before he left?
No, Mother. May I go into the yard and play for a little while?
Well, all right. But be in the living room in half an hour. You have your criticism to write.
I'll call you Drake. I'll be your friend. I'll protect you. Drake will come for us.
And Jeanne d'Arc was burned at the stake, her body consumed by the flames, and there was only the sound of the fire and the crackling straw and wood. She never cried out. Now that is punishment, Roberta. The Maid of Orleans was innocent of any crime. She was filled with the greatest of virtue and goodness. Her own people turned upon her and burnt the flesh away from her bones. I've purposefully put off this discussion so that you might think. But you've thought, and you remain bathed in your own iniquity. Child, did you honestly think that you could go babbling about this house with that drunken fool without my knowledge? Tell me this. Do you honestly believe that you are a boy?
I don't...
You do. Men are animals. Now, Roberta, are you an animal or a human being?
A human being.
Exactly. Then you cannot possibly be a boy. Never forget that you are a young lady. Do you hear me?
Yes, Mother.
That, however, is not the purpose of this discussion. What really disturbs me is that you would lie so blatantly to your mother. So, he is going to take you away from me because your mother is so cruel to you, and you will ride off on a white horse to some wonderful lands where no one is mean and... Oh, Roberta, how can you be so naive? Mr. Franklin is accustomed to such promises. I should know. Right now he's off in a bar somewhere, drinking himself into a stupor, or off with a whore. But you listened to him, and you loved him. And you will wait for him. I understand, Roberta. You love the gardener. And you will go away with him. And you will betray your mother. Stop pacing off as if you didn't hear me. I saw you put that animal in your dress and take it upstairs. Fetch it to me this instant. When you see this, and when you see that no one comes to take you away, that the best thing is really to be a good girl and do as your mother says, I want you to think about this, about how you forced your mother into punishing you. Now, what have you named this little friend of yours?
Its name is Drake.
Drake? How very appropriate.
I'm sorry! I'm sorry! Girl. Must be punished.
Minnie! Got a little news for you. Hey, Minnie!
Must be punished.
I'm not gonna let you keep it. How's that? Hey, Minnie, it's all over.